right, hello everyone. I think we've watched enough 3D Mario for the day, so gonna try some 2D. Going back in time. Thank you, thank you. So here's the original Mario that started it all. Well, the Super Mario. Super Mario Brothers for the original NES. And we're gonna do a Warpless run, go through every level in the game, and hopefully not die. All you can hope for in a marathon run. So timing will start when I gain control of Mario, which is after the World 1-1 screen. So I'll count it down. In 3, 2, 1, go. By the way, I cannot hear the game through my headset. Thank you. So first thing I'm doing is picking up a mushroom, and that might look slow, but I'll explain why this is very important when I get to 1-4. Yeah, we beat 1-1. Good start. Let's go. The volume's good. All right. So we'll grab the fire flower here. And again, it'll be very important in castle levels, and I'll explain why when we get there. Grab that nice and fast. It also makes it easier to just kill enemies. Use it to get some piranha plant snipes and pipes and just kill everything in your way. There's one too. And we're all powered up and ready. All right, so one thing, every run live, they need to say, this game has frame rules. What are they? I'm so glad you asked. Every time you complete a level, there is a 21 frame system to take you to the next level. So you can only beat levels in increments of 21 frames, which is about like a third of a second. This game runs at 60 FPS, 60.09 if we want to be specific. It's a little bit faster. That's why if you ran this game on the Switch or Wii VC, you'd actually lose time over the original console. All right, so this is why we need the fire flower. So you see I kill Bowser there. The bridge collapse animation does not play. So if you kill him with fire, grab the axe, it won't fall, and that saves about 2.5 seconds every time, which is why fire strats will always be the optimal way to play this category. Like, the fastest time currently, small Mario only, is like 1909, while the record normally is like 1855. So it saves a considerable amount of time in the speedrun. Another thing I need to do, you see I slowed down a little bit to get a 5 on the timer. This game has a fireworks system. If you end a level with a 6 as the final digit, you'll get 6 fireworks. That loses 3 seconds. If you get a 3, you'll get 3 fireworks and lose 1 second. And if you get a 1, you'll get 1 firework, and that never loses time. But you want to slow down to make sure you don't lose time to fireworks. So I'll do that in a few levels. So if you wonder why, hey, he went slow there, it was intentional, probably. You can tell by the timer. So water levels are fun. Gonna hopefully use my fire here to just kill everything in the way. Enjoy the jam. That is the underwater level song. So another thing that I'm doing here that I wouldn't do in normal runs. In normal runs, I mentioned the frame rule system. You can since you arrive on the same frame rule every time, you would essentially be arriving every level in the game on the same frames every time, as long as you meet that 21 frame interval. So you can pretty much manipulate all of your RNG. But in a marathon setting like this, I don't really have that luxury. So I'm gonna be taking some safer strategies and have to react to things on the fly more often. So went for an FPG there, 5 frame perfect inputs to save a whopping 0.3 seconds. I missed it, of course. It's kind of hard. But I'll keep going for those and see if we can get at least one in the run. And with that, we're already in 2-4. A bit trickier of a level. Gotta do some duck jumps. Opening shots are important to kill Bowser faster. You can get like Potaboost and stuff to block your opening shot, so you want to make sure a couple fireballs hit him, so when you get to him, you don't have to shoot as many. He dies in 5 shots, but he technically has 2 hitboxes, so if you get one fireball to hit both on the same frame, you'll do double damage. So it's a bit rare for that to happen, but it's definitely helpful if it happens. Alright, blazing through the game. Love to see it. No mistakes yet, but it can definitely happen. This is probably one of the easier levels. It's basically just a straightaway and you jump over everything. So if you want an easy level to speedrun in this game, here you go. If you noticed, I shot some fireballs to the music there. I did that intentionally because at the end, right before the staircase, you saw there were 2 Goombas. There's usually 3. I despawned the last one by killing enemies on like a specific timing. I'll shout out Goofy Chocobo for that strategy to shoot the fireballs with the music. Also, platforms are suggestions. Not entirely sure why that platform specifically lets you just jump through it. I'm sure there's reasoning behind it. I'm just not familiar with why. And now 3-4. This is going to be the first level where I'm going to have to react to what happens since I don't have my notes available right now. So these Potaboosts jump at random heights, so I'm going to make sure I get over all of them. But like in a Warpless run, you'd see people like go under Potaboosts if they know what they're doing. Alright, we're doing well. I'll try to go for another flagpole glitch in 4-1. Again, like 5 frame perfect inputs. Saves 1/3 of a second, very worth. Kill that Lakitu for fun. Get a good coin count for my username real quick. Alright. There we go. Yep, easy trick, not hard at all. Saved 1/3 of a second, very worth. So I guess I'll explain my history with this game. I started running Warpless in 2018. I very quickly got pretty good actually because I got world record in 2019 for the first time. I've had the record in this category 4 times. My PB is an 1857, and when I got that last year, that was world record and the first ever 1857. And I also got the second ever sub-19 Warpless run. Cosmic and I were battling for that in 2019, 2020. Alright, this level has something cool about it. I want to play it perfectly and then do a 2-frame jump at the end. And assuming I'll get it, I'll explain why it's important. Let's just make sure I can get it first. Alright, so look for Mario's feet. Yeah, okay, so there was 1 pixel of sky between him and the block at the bottom. If you do a 2-frame jump, you kind of land there instead of landing like on the block. There's that pixel of space. And that actually saves a frame rule. It saves like 2 frames, and that happens to save a frame rule, so you end up saving 21 frames instead of 2. Nice 4-4 clip. Alright, let's see if I can take advantage of this. Nice. 350 is really good for if you don't get clip, you're usually looking at a 349 at best in that level, so I saved time there. That Bowser fight's really hard. You have like a really high X position if you get the clip, so it makes it a lot harder to react to things coming up. And we have a couple levels we can kind of relax in. Although in Fi 2 there's a bullet launcher at the very start, and since I'm not sure of my pace, I'm going to intentionally wait just to ensure that I don't take damage to it. But I still might. Okay, didn't shoot. But because I did that, now if I complete the level, I'll get a 6 on the timer, and I explain why we don't want that, so I'll slow down a little bit towards the end. Should get a 5. Perfect. Alright, really good run so far. Really happy with this. Hopefully I can keep it up, because 5-3 has, it's 1-3, but bullets just launch randomly. And some of them can be in tricky positions, and I have to react on the fly. I also have to stomp that Goomba. That second platform actually doesn't spawn if you don't stomp on that Goomba because of sprite overload. And then you can't make the jump over. Just a funny quirk about Warpless runs. Alright, so at the start here, I'm going to wait intentionally under here for a little bit. And that's actually going to manipulate these fire bars so they're never in my way. And then I'm going to wait here on these potaboos. Whoa. I got a little sketchy at the end. I got a loadaboo on the last one, but was able to duck under it barely. So still keeping my fire. 6-1 here, I'm going to jump here, and that lag 2 usually throws a spiny at the start, but because of where I jumped, it just didn't spawn the spiny. Shoutouts to Cosmic for that one. And then also shoutouts to Royalty for that 5-4 strategy I used to manipulate the fire bars. Gotta make sure I get all my shoutouts out of the way. As we blaze through 6-1, another easy level. And then 6-2 is usually what people say is the most fun to watch level. A lot of fireball snipes on pipes with piranha plants in them. Slow down here to not get a 3. Perfect level. Alright, this one's a bit tricky. There's random bullet bills towards the middle, and it's just a tough platforming level. The game really ramps up in difficulty here. Should be good. Get a nice 5, because you can get a 6 on that level too. Funnily enough, if you get like a first frame 5 on the timer, you actually save a frame roll, but that's really hard to get. I don't think it's even done in the record yet. Alright, so I'm going to intentionally wait here to manipulate fire bars again. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, got my shots blocked. And now Bowser starts throwing some hammers, so lag can happen with the fire bars and hammers all on screen. So if that happens in runs, that's unfortunate. I have lost certain times I've been going for 2 lag frames. But there are ways to try to negate lag in actual PB attempts. I'll be slowing down here to get the 2. And now for the level that scares me, because it's the water level, and a blooper can spawn at the end and just ruin your day. So if I see it, I might intentionally just slow down to make sure I don't take damage, because I really want to keep my fire the entire run. If I take damage now, I can't get fire back until at least 8-2. There's a 1 power-up, and that's in 7-3. So I'd be losing quite a bit of time if I took damage here. So yeah, I'm just going to play it safe. Need to focus up to make sure nothing gets in my way. Alright, didn't get the blooper. Very good. That was a good 7-2. I'm glad that worked out. It's always nerve-wracking on a run, especially a marathon run. Now 7-3 is 2-3 but harder, so there will be Koopas as well as Cheeps this time. But it shouldn't be too hard to get through them. So as I duck under the Cheeps. Although they're trying to kill me, they're doing their best. Alright. 7-4 is a maze level, so I have to take a specific path through the level to trigger all of the maze parts. Otherwise the level would loop forever. Other than that, it's kind of boring. There's nothing really here. Just some platforms. This Photovu is really blocking my shots today. Alright, final world already. Can you believe it's been 16 or 17 minutes? Now luckily, since I've also run a lot of any %, I'm pretty used to World 8. And it's just made a lot easier with fire strats. You don't have to do any pipe jumps or anything. Although I do want to hit this star block to save a frame rule. I'd explain why, but it's very complicated. And I guess for the fans, I'll try to go for BBG here. So, bullet bill glitch, if a bullet shoots and you jump frame perfectly and also win what we call coin toss. In this game, you only take collision with enemies every other frame, so you need to the frame you would hit the bullet, you need to skip over that frame and then land at second frame. Off that frame perfect jump, and then you can clip into the base of the flagpole and trigger the timer countdown early. So I'll go for it, but frame perfect jump and I have to win a coin toss. Oh my god! Alright. I got the frame perfect jump and won a coin toss. We got fireworks to celebrate. Let's go. I can't do it again. There are no more bullets. It's a shame. Whoa. Well, there's that one, but none of them are on the height you need. So I got tricked up a bit here. These hammer bros can be a pain sometimes. So I should be able to just grab the flag at a 2. Because normally you'd bonk on the staircase there to intentionally get the 2 on the timer. Alright, final level. All we got left is a 2-frame wall jump. I'll do a setup that makes it 2 frames instead of its usual frame perfect jump. By intentionally walking off this pipe and pressing B in midair. There it is. Fast excel? Not really, but it looked cool. Doing a wrong warp here to load the water section earlier. That is not the intended pipe. I'm also doing duck swimming here. If you duck and then swim while on the ground, Mari's hitbox is cut in half. The only downside is you can't shoot fire, but that doesn't matter for that section. And I'm already about to beat the game. just gotta jump through Bowser's hammers and get hit in time. What was that? 1914. Wow. All right. That was like a perfect run for a marathon run. Usually in races I can get like a 19.0x if I have notes with me to know what the patterns will be. But for a marathon run where I was just reacting to everything on the fly, 1914 is like insanely good. That might be one of the best marathon run times ever, actually. I don't know what the like marathon record is, but that's gotta be close. That's really good. All right, so there's all of Super Mario Brothers, literally. That was every level in the game in 19 minutes. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for Lost Levels of Warpless later, where it's a lot more levels because Lost Levels added a World 9 and World A through D. So that'll be a fun challenge to complete. That'll be like double the length of this run, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.